Hi everyone, welcome to today's video. Drum rolls. Yes, my name is Joanbatila. I am a remote project manager and I work remotely and I help people to just learn their dream remote jobs. So I hope you enjoyed the video that I did last week about interviews. If you haven't, please check it out. It's just the video before this. And today I am going to talk about how I stay productive as I work remotely. I've been working remotely for a while now, and this month, I think the month of April and the month of May, I've been able to do multiple projects as a project manager working remotely. And those multiple projects have just had no option but to make me more productive and have more tips to be productive. So that is what I'm going to share. But first, let's start by subscribing to my YouTube channel. Please subscribe down there. I'm giving you 1 minute, 2, 3. Please subscribe to my YouTube channel down there, and then like, share, and comment. I'd love to hear about how you keep yourself productive as a remote worker. Share with fellow remote workers that are also struggling with working remotely, because this video is for you all right? So yes, let's get to the video. So how do I stay productive as a remote worker? The past 2 months, that is April and May, I've been juggling multiple tasks. Because clients just opened up and they were like, Joanne, are you available for such and such a work? Are you available for such and such a work? And I got myself working on multiple projects all at once. And one thing that I struggled with, I think in my first week of April, it was productivity. But later on, I tried to gain the momentum to get productive. So have you ever find yourself working from home and wondering where all the time went? I've been there. You sit at your desk at 9 a.m. and somehow it's 5 p.m. and you barely crossed anything off your to-do list. Are you that person? Have you ever been there? Then I'm going to share with you the practical battle test tips to stay productive while working at home without burnout. I've tried this, and as you can see, yeah, I am glowing and I look so good. I'm not burnt out, and I have this energy to record the video even after working remotely the whole day, because right now I'm recording, it's in the evening. So I'll tell you that these tips have worked for me and you can try out as you work remotely. All right. So when I started working remotely, I thought it will be a dream. But between house chores, social media, and random distractions, I struggled to stay focused. Because imagine you're working from home, you have house chores, you have your fridge there, you have your bed there, and you can be distracted easily. You have your phone, you have your television, you can be distracted easily. So that is when I learned productivity isn't about doing more, but it's about doing what matters efficiently. So stick around, because I'll cover time management, environmental setup, mindset shifts, and tools that you can start using today. And I just want to tell you one thing. This productivity issue is a big issue in remote work, because I've seen people being fired. Even me, there are members of my team that I had to release. Even I didn't work with them 2 weeks because they were not productive. They were not delivering the results that I needed them to deliver. So number one thing that you need to do is that you need to set clear boundaries. All right? Without the physical separation, like an office, it is easy that your work will spill into the personal time. Right now, I can now plan my time and have my own personal time and have work time. I no longer work off my work time. Yeah, I know that work is supposed to end at this point, so I cut it at that point and wait for the next day. Yeah, so that I can boost on my productivity and I do not burn out. I suggest that you should have a designated workspace, that is your own table, chair, where you will be working from. And then you need to communicate your work hours with your family or your roommates. If you have family and roommates, tell them, this is the time that I'm going to be working. Please don't come and distract me. Make sure that you communicate it to your family members or your roommates or your neighbors or anyone around you that might distract you. Yeah. So for example, if you started like putting a sign on your door, do not disturb, it might change everything. For those of you who have numerous doors, yeah, and your bedroom or whatever place that you're working from, if you put there, do not disturb, it's going to change everything. Tip number two is that you need to stick to a routine. Yeah, because a routine signal your brain and that it's time to work. A routine knows that at 8 a.m. you should be working. A routine knows that by 5 p.m. you should have signed off work. Yeah? So have those morning rituals like getting dressed, having a cup of coffee, and planning your day. Yeah? Suggest create a ritual and start working in it. Like if you love journaling, if you love walking, if you love closing your laptop, please have a specific time that you're going to close your laptop, have a specific time that you're going to journal, and have a specific time that you're going to walk, because these things are very, very important for you if you want to work remotely. Even though you work from home, you need to treat it like an office job. If you log in at 9, you need to break at 1 and wrap up by 5. There are some who wake up at 3 a.m., all right, and work up to midday, which is also okay, but just know that you have time to sign in and time to sign off, all right? Number 3 tip is time blocking. What do I mean by time blocking? It means that assigning specific hours of your day for specific tasks. Like for me, I know I'm a project manager. Right now, I'm leading like 3 projects at a go. Yeah, it's crazy. I am leading 3 projects right now. And I'm also coaching people to get into remote work. Those of you who want to get into remote work. And I'm doing people's CVs. I'm doing people's LinkedIn makeovers. I am doing people's portfolios. I'm doing a lot of things all at once. So what do I do? Is that I have specific time for everything. I know that I need 2 hours in a certain project. So maybe I'll start with those 2 hours. And then I go to the next project and I say this one I need like 3 hours or 5 hours. Then I put in the 5 hours. Then now I start coaching. You know, I love talking. So that one I'll put it at the time that I feel less productive, because I will effortlessly talk to people. All right? So that is when I'll put a time that is not that much productive, or a time that is not that much needed for me to be focusing so much. And then after that, there's a time for CVs and a time for cover letters and everything that people that have requested for that. I know that I also have 2 hours of my day to do that, because they are also quite important, all right? And then there's a time for content creation, like this one. I'm on YouTube, I'm on TikTok, I'm on Instagram. There's a time for that, all right? So block your time and say that there's a time for everything, and make sure that you stick to your schedule. And I'll tell you that nowadays at 7 p.m. you'll get me in my house watching a movie and eating and having the best of my life, because I don't work past those times. Why? I have planned my day. I minimize distractions. I know that the times to call my family and my friends, so are not also so many, is like those 7 p.m. time to go. But now during the day I focus. If you have something to call me and tell me at that time, maybe you won't get me. All right? So for example, if you have a Google Calendar, a Notion, or just a pen and a paper, you can use that to schedule your time. So let's say 9 a.m. to 10 a.m. you are reading emails. 10 to 12 p.m. you have the deep work. And then 2 to 3, maybe you have now the meetings. And I'll tell you that the best time to schedule meetings, it's between noon and 3 p.m. because that time you're not as much as productive. For me, I love talking, so I know that when I'm not as much as productive, I can just spend my day talking to people. Anyway, tip number 4 is that you need to eliminate distractions. All right? Identify the common distractions like your phone, your social media, noise. Make sure that you identify them. And then use do not disturb mode for your phone. I do not use, for me, I don't have discipline. I do not reply to people's messages if I'm not supposed to be replying at that time. If I'm seeing your call and I'm seeing this call is not work related, I won't receive at that time, but I'll call you later. So make sure that you use those things. Tools like Forest App, Freedom, Cold Turkey are supposed to help you to manage your phone so that you do not get distracted on social media. And then noise cancelling headphones. I think I kept on telling you about noise cancelling headphones or white noise. Make sure that you have headphones that when you are focusing on something, they block all the noise outside. For most of us who stay next to the roads, maybe there's just a motorbike passing by. It's not the main road, but maybe there's just a motorbike passing by, and it distracts you from your work. Make sure that you use noise cancelling headphones. Yeah. The other tip that I've seen people doing is that they put phones in other rooms so that they go and check it out during the breaks, which is also a game changer. You can try that. Okay. And then the tip number 5 is that you need to take breaks and move your body. Move your body. All right? For me, what I do that works for me is to dance. I dance like crazy. Like, I love dancing, so you'll just get me in my house and just doing my own thing, dancing. So take breaks and move. What actually you need to do that is that productivity is not just about working non-stop. All right, use the Pomodoro technique. 25 minutes work, 5 minutes break, and this break can be a walk outside. All right, can be a 5 minutes break. Move your body, stretch, walk, do a quick workout in those 5 minutes. It's going to help you a lot when you're working remotely, so that you can be productive. And then number 6 is that you need to use the right tools. All right, if you are here and you're managing tasks, the best platform to manage tasks is Trello, Notion, Todoist. All right, then you need to track your time using which platforms like Toggle and Clockify. All right, and then you need to communicate. Which tools do you use to communicate? Use Slack, Zoom, email, whatever. Make your work easy. Use the right tools so that they can help you not to burn out. All right, this is so important, because the right tools can save you and help you stay organized, especially if you're juggling multiple tasks or clients. I can tell you that these tools have really helped me with the projects that I'm doing. All right, and then a bonus tip: don't be too hard on yourself. Don't be too hard on yourself. Some days you'll be super productive, others not as much. And I'm telling you, even in the middle of the projects that I've been doing, there are days that I felt I need to slow down. I don't think I can be able to do this. And you know what? It's okay. It's okay for you to slow down. It's okay for you not to be productive. And it's okay for other days for you to be super productive. Productivity is a habit and not a perfection contest. All right, productivity is a habit and not a perfection contest. So those are the tips that I needed to share with you about being productive. Being productive is so important if you're working remotely. It's so important, because if you miss the deadlines, you're going to miss the remote work. And I'm telling you, even right now, the projects that I'm doing, some of them have a lot of pressure, because in June I'll be launching something new, and I can't wait to talk about it on my social media pages, mostly on LinkedIn and Instagram, and probably on TikTok, on those of you who are on TikTok, but I'll also share with you in the YouTube family. All right, so make sure that you be productive, even in the middle of your many projects. Be productive and make sure that you deliver. And also, don't take a lot of projects. I took 3 projects because I think for me I can manage right now, because I don't have so much going on in my life. So I have a lot. My name is joanbatila. I am your remote work coach, and I'm looking forward to interacting with you. Please like, subscribe, share, comment to this YouTube channel. Have you? I'm giving you 2 minutes to do that. Please. All right. Bye.